Hey guys, how's it going? Destry here with another how-to video for 9 days. If you guys don't know what this game is, check out the last video I made on this game. If it looks any interesting at all to you, you can check that out for a little kind of tips and tricks on how to get through the beginning part of the game. But anyways, that's not the topic of this video. I had some people asking me how to get the Omen transformation, which if you don't know, that's this. It's kind of his Super Saiyan-ish form, and it's very easy to get it, as in you can get to it relatively quickly. However, I would have some recommendations first before you attempt to go get that. For one, go to all of the required. Well, I don't know if they are required, but go to the three main planets outside of the one you start in and defeat the guardians there and level up. You're gonna want to get some levels for this because there is a boss you fight at the end of this, and he's pretty tough. So you want to make sure you're sufficiently strong enough. So go to the first one, which is the Saturn planet. I don't remember its name right now. And then there's planet Tundra, which is the ice planet, and this is planet Agi, which is a Dooney type of planet. You don't need to be here. This is just where I was when I loaded up my save file. And where you're going to need to go, it's best if you start from your the planet you initially start in. So that's where we're going to head to now, as a matter of fact, which is the Earth type planet. I don't know exactly what it's called. By the way, if you're here and you kind of get confused on where to go, just look for the two planets off in the distance. That will usually lead you to where the Earth type planet is. You can kind of see there's another planet there in the distance. You want to head towards these. Also, another thing I recommend is to hurry up and get into warp space distance. Just try to fly straight up, because if you fly at an angle like this, it takes longer to get out of that radius, so you can actually activate warp speed. So you'll see here in a second. But where you're going to want to go, there we go. Now we're in warp speed mode. And what you're going to want to do now, oops, lost track of where I was. What you're going to want to do now is, if you go between the starting planet and another planet that is similar to Earth in the sense that it has a shield on it, in between those two, there's going to be a black hole. Now, I got to find that planet first. I'm not going to really try to edit any of this out just so you guys can see what I'm doing. But there's the Saturn planet. I believe this one is Tundra. And I think this one right here is Earth, because Earth has the moon that's really close to it. And it'll have a little, I don't know what the word for it is, like a station where that's how you enter and exit the Earth planet. Yeah, here. So this is the Earth planet that I was talking about. This thing right here is how you get in and out if you are unfamiliar. And I know that's not what it looked like, just because it took so long for me to, I got here so quick that it took some time to load in. But here's the planet you start in. Now, that's where I just came from. That's the moon planet. That's the Saturn planet. That's Tundra over there. If you go towards the other side of the planet, there's another planet there. You can see it. Those are the ones I was just at. This one is another Earth-type planet that has a shield, and it's usually down here somewhere, but I'm going to head over towards that planet first. Just so you guys can see it. Okay, if you look up on the right, you can see this thing that kind of popped up here. That's where you want to go. So you can check out that planet if you want, but it has a shield and there's no way to get in. I think you get in through a teleporter. That might actually be the planet that we're ended up going to by the end of this video. I don't know. But anyways, we're going to want to head over to this little spot right here. And this is actually a black hole. And you are going to do what you think, and you are going to fly into the black hole. You're not going to die, and it's just going to teleport you somewhere. I'm trying to be careful on flying too quickly so I don't miss it. There we go. Now just give it a second while everything loads up. Hope you guys are having a good day as well. I wanted to get this video out quickly because Dragon's Dogma 2 unlocks for me in a couple hours, and that's where I'm going to lose all sense of time and direction and make videos for that as well, along with Rise of the Ronin. So I'm probably not going to see this game for a good little minute. But anyways, if you go back that way, that'll teleport you out. We're not going to worry about that, but as you can see, we're in a different little plane of existence. You can destroy these planets here if you need more energy material. I'm not going to worry all too much about those because it can be a little glitchy. You can do it, it's just a little glitchy. But the main thing that you want to focus on is this planet here. The Earth, look, or the sun, the blue sun. I don't know why I called it an Earth. It's not an Earth, it's the blue sun looking thing. And one other thing I do want to say is that if you look around, you can see other planets like very far in the distance. I did this my first time around. You can actually fly to, like, there's a little planet there. You can fly to that, or that like rock script, that rock formation there, or that little planet there, or that planet there. You can actually fly to them. It takes a long time. So, unless you really need it, I really wouldn't recommend it unless you just want to try it out. But it is cool. Anyways, I want to get closer. There's going to be a planet that's relatively close to it, and that's kind of where I want to set up, because you want to blow up this sun. It's, at least for me, was a bit glitchy on how to actually do this. So what you will need to do is you can either land on the planet, which is something you can do, but the first time I tried to do this, the sun just wouldn't blow up for me. It was getting close, and you could see because the sun was kind of going nuclear, and it was actually a really cool thing to see, but it's also very blinding. Like, all you see is just bright blue, and it'll be like the whole area, and it's kind of crazy, as you can see. Yeah, that happens. Whee! Sorry. Just gonna head down here, hit that. Don't worry about that. So, here's what I did to blow it up. If this doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. But first thing I did was charge up your planet destroying attack. And if you don't know, you get this and the Kamehameha strike move from the dojo master, the old guy who's at the dojo. You have to completely finish his quest line. That is not just doing all the bombs. There's another mission you do after that. And that's how you get this skill. At least for me, I believe that's how I did it. If the guy who made the game changed it, I don't know. But we're going to just shoot this here. And for those of you who didn't know, before the latest update, the transformation, you could still activate it if you were on keyboard, which was cool. That's kind of interesting that happens. That's not this planet. That's going to blow up and shrink. I think that was supposed to be this thing, but it's not. You can go over there and collect the planet core. I already have one, so I'm not really too worried about it, and I also think I'm full. But as you can see, this did get a little brighter, but it didn't blow up. I tried doing this like 20 times, and it just didn't seem to work. So what I decided to do, and it eventually worked for me, was make sure you have the Kamehameha skill on. That's not that. We're going to put that on real quick. Oh, I guess I do have... Or no, I think that's just how the game looks. Never mind. I'm going to just put the skill on really quick. And I did this from a planet that was farther away, which is why I said you might want to try it like that. But what I did was just, I kind of aimed down at the planet and just kept letting it fly. And just kept doing that. But yeah, if you did this before the glitch, where you were... Okay, you heard that noise? Give it a second. Give it a second. If you want to dip out now to kind of get a better look from farther away, you can. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of glowing nuclear right now. But it's not quite there yet. So we're just going to kind of get back to it. But yeah, if you were playing this before the glitch happened, or before the patch, I'm sorry, you could do the glitch where it exploded. and or you can do the glitch where you automatically get the power, and then this will just blow up almost immediately. But this is just a video to show that you do not need that. You can blow it up. It was just for me. It didn't work with just the planet bursting technique. You can still try it. And this will take a while. There we go. Yeah. So that's what happens when you eventually blow up the sun. We're going to just step back here a little bit so you guys can see exactly what happened. But yeah, if you look around, and there's a possibility this doesn't show up for me only because I've already done it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's showing up for me, but that's fine because the process is still the same as what I just did here. So, like I said, what you're going to do everything I just did. You're going to get here, blow up the sun, and if this is your first time and you haven't actually gotten the skill yet, a little portal's going to appear somewhere over here. You're going to go through the portal just like you did with the black hole. It's going to take you to a different land, and there's going to be some dudes there that basically say, hey, fight our champion and you'll unlock your true power, or something along those lines. And then you do that. The fight is pretty difficult, so make sure you're sufficiently strong, or figure out how to cheese them. Figure out how to cheese the enemy. If you're having too difficult of a time, and this game is still pretty glitchy, so you'll find a way to cheese the game. But yeah, and that's how you unlock this. And I believe the hair that you're seeing here is just because of the default hairstyle I have. If you have long hair, it's going to be longer, stuff like that. But yeah, that's how you unlock the Super Saiyan type skill thingy that he has. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.